I am sick and tired of living my life. Let me introduce myself. Hello, I'm Tizzy. Wait, actually, why does it feel so weird? I don't like introducing myself. Let me do that again. I don't know, I need to get comfortable. I feel too put together. Let me get comfortable. We're gonna have a chat today. Hello, I am Tiziana, but don't ever call me like that. Only my mother calls me like that when she's upset with me. For everybody else, I am Tizzy or Tiz. You can also call me Frizzy. A special one used to call me like that. Well, that's not what the video is about. That's another story. I'm 25 years old and I am sick of living the way I've been living for the past 25 years. So for the next 365 days, I am going to put all my effort into creating my dream life. And no, this is not one of those videos where I say, I quit my job, because that's not the case. I'm not quitting anytime soon, but that's the plan. However, let me give you a bit of context so you understand where I'm going with all this. So for the past years, I feel like I've been going in circles. In 2015, when I was only 15 years old, I created my YouTube channel. It started all as a hobby, as an outlet for me, a way to express my creativity. But you know, as you grow up, life happens. I was a teenager. I started living teenager things, let's say it that way. And I kind of got sidetracked. So in between all this, I found this opportunity. It was meant to be a summer job, just to work for a couple months, you know, earn some money, because at the time I needed the money, because I come from a very poor background. Therefore, I've never had my parents there to support me financially. I've always done it myself. And here I am today. I work I don't even want to say it. It sounds weird to say it. I work as a babysitter or au pair, however you want to call it. And I've been doing this for the past 3 years. And as much as I like this job, I'm realizing I got too comfortable with it. And now I'm getting stuck being comfortable. 2024, I wanted to say I tried, but that's not true. I just isolated myself and I just lived in my own bubble for a full year. And you know what's the funny thing? Last year, at the beginning of 2024, I said I was gonna do everything that I'm saying right now I'm gonna do, and I didn't do it. And when I realized that at the end of 2024, I was very let down and very disappointed in myself, because there's this quote that I read a long time ago. The scariest place to be is the same place as last year. This quote has been in the back of my head for a long time, but when I realized that last year, well, at the end of 2024, that I was in the same place that I was at the beginning of 2024, I was so let down. So that's why I'm filming this video. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to fulfill this dream. I don't want to keep living that dream in the back of the car, in the garage, and let it get dusty. I want to take it and take care of it and work on it. I had this dream. I've always wanted to be my own boss. I always wanted to travel, you know, have the freedom. That's the main thing. I want to have the freedom to choose anything, to choose how I want to run my days, how I want to wake up, where I want to wake up, who am I waking up with. I want to rule my own life. And that's not how I feel right now. I don't feel like I'm ruling my life. I feel like life is ruling me. I feel like life is telling me what to do, instead of me telling life what I want. After a long time, me realizing that I didn't have any power, because that's how it feels like when you work for somebody else. You are kind of trapped in this life that's not yours. It's like a cage. Having no power to decide how I wanted to run my day, it felt like I wasn't living my life, because I wasn't deciding. I was just following. I was doing what I had to do. But that doesn't mean that's what you want to do. I want to travel the world. And again, I know I shouldn't be comparing myself, but we all do it. I know you do it. I do it. Probably your friends do it too. Everybody does it. I see people, you know, younger than me, and they've been all around the world already. And then I see people older than me that has been all around the world too. And I feel like I haven't done that. Not that I'm saying that's what I should do, but that's how I want to live my life. They live in the life that I want. And I'm not doing it. I am here. No, I want to jump on that wave. I want to catch that wave too. I want to say I'm 30 and I've been to 50 countries. I can't say that right now. Yes, I know, I'm in my mid-20s. I have a long time to do this. But that doesn't mean I have to do it. I have to start living life when I retire. No, you start living the moment you're born. Well, not when you're born, you know, you're a baby. You know what I'm trying to say? I want to wake up wanting to go on with my day. I want to feel like I can't wait to wake up and run my day. That's what I want to feel, and that's what I want to achieve. I want to live my life to the fullest. That's not how I feel like I'm living my life at the moment. I'm living my life like this, like a little ant, day by day, doing little things, carrying things around. No, that's not how I want my life to look like. Only have one life. How miserable it is to live for others and live a life not for yourself. I don't want to wake up being 80 years old and remember that I didn't go after my dreams. I am stubborn enough to say, no, I refused not to have everything that I want. Going back to what I said before, I'm just sick of feeling like I am settling for this average life. I don't want an average life. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but that's not the way I want to live my life. You only live once. And as much as this sounds very cliche and blah, 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 it is the truth. You don't turn 80 years old and then someone tells you, hey, there you go. Here's a ticket. You have a second chance to redo your life, reborn, and, try to live your life again in a different way. No, I refuse to live a life that I don't want. This is not the life that I want. I want to wake up when I'm 80 years old and say, oh yeah, boy, I had an amazing life. I'm getting a bit emotional because this is a real thing. Things don't last forever. So go after your fucking dreams. Don't sit there and just settle for life and settle for everybody else. Fuck that. No, I want to wake up in the future when I'm older, when I have wrinkles and I can even move. Hopefully no, I want to be able to still move as in, and I'm pretty old. But again, out of the point. I want to wake up and be content and pleased with the life that I left. The reason why I'm making this video, mainly for accountability. I want to show up for myself and hold myself accountable. Because, like I said previously, I have always been one of those persons that they never stick to the word. They always say they're going to do this and they're going to do that and they never do it. And that's me. As much as I hate to say it. I've been put in the spotlight a couple of times where I've been told, well, you said you were going to do that. Have you done anything about it? And in that moment, I would realize, damn, they caught my ass. They caught my ass. And I don't want to be that girl anymore. My future self, my future Tizzy, that girl that I aspire to be, she is a person that you look up to her. That you look at her and you say, wow, she really did what she said she was going to do. Wow, she said she was going to do this and she did it. I want to be that girl. That Tizzy over there, that higher self, and that Tizzy in the future, she sticks to her word. She is a woman of her word. But the current Tizzy is not. And it sucks. I hate not being a woman of my word. Like, ugh. I would much rather think, I don't know, I'm getting sidetracked now. I'm losing track of what I'm saying. That's how my brain works. I can't talk for that long. I mean, I can do it, but I need to improvise it. And I'm not improvising right now because I have bullet points I need to follow. And if I don't follow my bullet points, this video will be all over the place and that's not what I want to do. So I need to follow my bullet points, but it's hard for me to follow guidelines. So bear with me, okay? See this? Oh, I just saw a leaf blowing. Sorry, I get distracted very easily, okay? That's the issue. What was I saying? You see, I want to keep this video serious and like all put together, but that's not how I am. So I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but anyways. Back to the point, I want to track my journey. I want to document it. And I'm going to document it all. The ups and downs, the good, the bad. This is going to be my personal diary. It's going to be my visual diary. This is the first entry, the start, the intro of the rest of the journal. I would love you to join me, but this is completely personal. This is me versus me. This is not me versus anybody else. This is me living behind the idea that I cannot do it and that I'm not capable of having this life. And I'm jumping on the idea of I will get what I want. So here I am. Welcome to my diary. Welcome to this is diary. I wrote down why 365 days. This bullet point is massive. The reason why I'm giving myself a year, it's mainly because finally, after so many years, I have realized that good things take time and they take a long time. Rome was not built in a day, which means you can expect to have something good in a very short time. I do understand that I have to give myself enough time to achieve anything, but also not only enough time, but I need to show up every day. I need to put a brick after a brick and another brick and another brick to build a house. Maybe I should give myself more time, but I think you don't realize how many things can change in a year. A lot can change in a year. Going around in circles for the last 10 years has gotten me anywhere. I start something very excited in a very short period of time, I give up on it. I have always been someone that just quits. I have a what's the right word to use in here? Kind of borderline personality. I go all in, all out. I'm all or nothing. I have always had ideas. I would start with these ideas, and in a very, very short time, I would quit. I would stop. And then I would jump into something else. And like that, over and over and over and over again until now. I want to see for once in my life, what consistency can give me, because I've never had it. So I don't know what comes with it. And I want to see. I really want to see. You know, right now, even thinking about it, it really excites me, the thought of what would happen if I just stick to something for a long period of time. What would come from it? You know, what would be the result that I get from it? I want to see. Okay, now, what to expect from this channel? Well, you're going to expect a lot of me. Let's start there. Expect a lot of Bridget Tizzy. But on a more serious note, like I said previously, I like to see my channel as a diary. I want to document my journey. I said that 1,000 times in this video, but because it's the base is the main point. You see, I'm not comfortable because I'm trying to follow bullet points, and I don't talk that way. I talk freely. Following bullet points and guidelines, it's like putting my brain in a cage. That's how it feels like. Like right now, I wrote down bullet points as in key ideas, but I wrote down too many things. And now it's like, I just want my brain to freely talk to the camera and kind of explain the reasons why. But then I know that when I do that, sometimes I just go all over the place and then I never explain my point. I know people like structure, and maybe I should start incorporating its structure in my life. So that's why just the bullet points are annoying me. You see, this was meant to be an intro video, and this is exactly what I want to see in the future. Me struggling to put up a video together because I can't follow bullet points and guidelines. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say. I want to look back at those days when I started. I think anyone's beginnings in anything that they do is always very humbling. It reminds you that we're all human and that we all start somewhere. I'm going to say this the right way, because, you know, the way you speak to yourself and the way you speak to the universe, that's what it comes to you. So when I'll be in that life that I want to look back at my beginnings, and I want to look back at Tizzy's baby steps to that life that I created. I also want to make my future self proud of me. That future Tizzy, that future self, that girl a year from now, I want that girl to look back at this video or any video and say, I'm proud of you, Tizzy. Thanks for making the decision at the time. Thanks for putting the hard work at the time. Thank you. Thank you, because without that girl, now imagine this is now future me, right? Her. Without that girl, that previous Tizzy, that girl in the past, without her, I wouldn't be where I am right now. That's what I want. I want my future self to be proud of me, to say, thank you, Tizzy, you did it. For once, you stick to what you said you were gonna do, and you did it. Because now me, future Tizzy, you and me, the both of us, we can enjoy this life because you created it. You started it. Yeah. You see? I also want to make my younger self proud. This 15-year-old, that girl had a dream, and I'm gonna make that girl proud. That little girl proud. I'm being the bigger person now. I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna take care of her. I'm gonna listen to her, and I'm gonna fulfill her dream. I wish my parents did that for me, but it never happened. So now I have to be the bigger person and be my own mother. So if my little girl wants to fulfill this dream and have this life and have this career, I will do anything for her to have that life. What you are about to see in the future, upcoming videos, and me, it's pretty much everything. I'm gonna be vlogging my whole life. I'm gonna be vlogging my day. I'm gonna be vlogging the journey. Anything. Every vlog is gonna be a new entry. The thing is, change, it happens over time, and it happens little by little. The craziest part about changing your life, it feels like nothing is changing. But it is because of that. Because change comes in small doses, in small things, small steps. That's why I want to treat every vlog as an entry in my diary. Because over time, when I read the full journal, I will see where the changing point was. Because that's the fine part. You don't see it in the moment, but over time, I'll say, right, it was there. That day, something happened that led to this. Another funny thing about life is that nothing changes if nothing changes. And that's what I've been doing my whole life. I've been saying I'm gonna change things. Let's say I'm gonna improve my diet. But whenever it was too hard, I would go back to start eating sweets or start eating what was just easier and faster because I was just too lazy to cook a meal because I hate cooking. But that's me choosing not to change absolutely anything. That's me choosing to stick to my old habits, to my bad habit. And that's not what I want this year. And that's not what I'm doing this year. This year, I'm choosing to do the hard things. And the hard things is actually creating new habits. It's letting go of the old and creating the new. Because, well, it's also a little experiment. Let's see what happens if I start doing what I've never done. Where would it take me, I want to see that. For some reason, I love creating to-do lists, but I love adding 1,000 things to my to-do list. And what happens? I never achieve any because I put that much pressure and that many things to do over my shoulders that I end up not doing any. Now I'm being more realistic and I'm keeping it simple because by doing less, I'm actually doing more. By saying I'm gonna do 5 things today, and those 5 things are meal prepping, going out for a run, editing, and do my skincare. Very small things, but by doing those things, what matters when I'm actually getting out from that is not me doing those things, but me sticking to my word. Me saying, I said I was going to do it, and I did those 4 things. Whether they're big or small, I said I was going to do it. And that's right now my hardest challenge. Okay, what do I mean by dream life? There's 3, I'm going to say 3, not 4. I'm not sure about the other one. We're going to keep it to 3. There's 3 main categories. We have career, lifestyle, and health. Yeah? Yes. What do I mean by career? And this is the main one, main focus. My life as a YouTuber, my life as a content creator. I've been wanting to do this ever since I was 15. Trying over and over again, different ways. But again, never consistently. So for now, I'm going back after a decade. This is the funniest thing. After a decade, I'm back in the same place, same dream, still trying. If me coming back after 10 years, chasing the same dream, that doesn't mean that's the actual dream. I don't think I don't know what life is anymore. I want to make YouTube my full-time job. Make a living out of creating. Since I consider myself a very creative person, I have a lot of imagination, and I want to put all that creativity somewhere. And that's how it started. Again, when I was 15, it was my outlet. It was my way of putting in everything that I was into something, to channel it somewhere. And again, to stay consistent, you have to keep things simple for yourself. So in my case, I want to upload a video once a week, at least, preferably twice a week. Now, also when it comes to my career, I want to start a podcast. And this is actually a recent dream. I also like listening to podcasts myself, and to the same way I enjoy listening to podcasts and people that inspire me, I want to do that too. And I think I do have a lot of things to say, so I would love to start a podcast and maybe if I can help at least one person from listening to my podcast, I would be more than happy. What I mean by lifestyle? Well, when it comes to lifestyle, I want to have freedom. I want to have freedom. There's nothing that I want more than that. I grew up having to see my parents being slaves to work. My parents leave to work. They don't work to leave. And I don't want that. I want to have the freedom and the money to travel the world. I want to be able to just wake up one day and say, I fancy a little holiday. Let me check the flights to Bali. Oops, booked. Another part when it comes to lifestyle is I want to get myself out there. Last year, I completely isolated myself, like I said previously, and I stopped living life. And that really lets me down because that's not me. That's not Tizzy. And I want to get myself back. I want to put myself out there and open myself to new opportunities. I don't think opportunities come. I think you open yourself to opportunities. I see it this way. You enter a room and then you have 6 doors. Every door is an opportunity. You, by entering that room, that's you opening yourself to opportunities. I want to look back to my year and say, yes, I met as many people as I could. I'm not trying to force anything, but I won't encapsulate myself again and bubble myself up in my own little world. Also, I would love to be in a relationship. Not gonna lie, I want a boyfriend. But I won't get myself into a relationship unless I put myself out there. So that's why I wasn't sure whether to make another category or not. Is relationship? I think it's a byproduct, I think it will come. I would love it to come into my life, but it's something that's out of my control. Another point here in lifestyle is I want to try as many hobbies as possible. This goes back again to my 15-year-old self. That little girl, she wanted to do it all. She wanted to do everything. And I have always been a very active person. It's part of my personality. I'm very active. I like being outdoors. I like doing things. I like exploring. I have a lot of curiosity. So I want to try as many things as I can now. I'm in my mid-20s. Like, come on. Life is happening now. I want to try it all. I want to try all the sports. I want to try even the ones that are not appealing to me, that they don't seem appealing to me. I want to try them at least once and say, you know what? I tried it. I did it. I can speak on that now because I have experience. Personally, I didn't like it. Personally, I loved it, but I did it. That's what I want. Again, this goes back to my 80-year-old self. I want to be the one that can say, I did it all. So ask me what you want. I want to be that old lady that sits in, outside their house and they start telling you stories and they start telling you all about life because they did it all. That's what I want. That's what I want. This is like a personal thing, but I'm going to include it in lifestyle because I think it kind of has to do. I didn't know what to throw it, so we're throwing it in lifestyle. But I want to get my driver's license this year. Yes, you heard it right. I don't know how to drive. And I have a reason why, okay? I have a reason why. Long story short, I had an accident, a car crash when I was living in Italy, and that got me traumatized. It was already a lot for me to be in a car, okay? After that. Look, I can avoid driving my whole life, okay? Because it's kind of like a basic thing nowadays. The last category of this would be health. I haven't been the best, like the healthiest person growing up. I used to drink a lot. Not anymore, okay? Not anymore. I'm not a teenager anymore. But also, when it comes to my eating habits, I like I said previously, I don't like cooking. I hate cooking. Therefore, it takes a lot from me to make a homemade meal. And I'm gonna change that because I do have kind of like a dream body that I would like to have. But in order to get there, I need to stop being a lazy ass and fill my body with the right food instead of just going for the easy, quick fix. This video is getting too long and I'm getting tired of it. Also now when it comes to more like fitness goals, I want to be a hybrid athlete. And before you even say anything, I know it's like very in lately, but I want to be an all-rounded human. I want to be able to perform and develop in different areas. I think there's beauty behind combining both strength training and endurance training. To give you an example, I want my heart to be healthy and be able to run long kilometers, and I also want a strong body to help me climb up mountains and climb trees or swim, whatever it is that I want to do. Inside all this, a fitness goal that I have this year is that I want to run my first half marathon. So the aim for this year is to run 3 times a week and do strength training twice. I want to work on different skills, such as when it comes to my flexibility, I want to be able to do split because I've never been able to do one because I'm not flexible at all. I want to learn how to do handstand. It has been something that I've always wanted to do. So this is the end of this entry. I don't know where I'll be by the end of this year, but I know that wherever I'll be, I'm sure I'll be at least anywhere closer to my dream. And it might sound very delusional for me to say that I do think I will be able to achieve this life by the end of this year. Only the future will tell. But I know that whatever happens, I know that I'll be anywhere closer to my dream life because I'm betting on it. I'm betting on this life. I'm betting on myself. As soon as I have myself, that's all that matters. Let the challenge begin, baby.